You are now tuned into Living Swell with Stacy Mone't. Living Swell with Stacy Mone't. Living Swell, yeah, with Stacy Mone't. Living Swell with Stacy Mone't.
Hey, you're now listening to Living Swell with Stacy Mone't on WDRB Media, the voice of the community. We are the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. This is Stacy Mone't Reagan, lupus warrior, life and weight loss coach, coming to you today. And today's show sponsor is a New Destiny Life and Wellness Coaching, serving clients virtually and in person who have reached their wits' end and desire real coaching and accountability to achieve goals, whether they be physical health, mental, or spiritual. A New Destiny Life and Wellness does have a website where you can get more information and book a consult. That is, and it's all spelled out, A New Destiny Life and Wellness.com, or you can email them at a new destiny lc@gmail.com, a new destiny lc@gmail.com, or call by phone 336-543-0490. I want to thank you for tuning in today. I want to share about a dream that I have and a message that's been in my heart for some weeks now. And I feel like this dream was God's way of telling me to speak on it more, because it's just a very important and sensitive subject. And so I'm going to get right into it. So anyways, I had a dream last night. And in this dream, there was a group of us. There were some children included. And we were sitting in what appeared to be the sanctuary of a church. And while we were in there just sitting quietly, there was some slow and soft but somewhat dreadful music playing. And we thought nothing of this music until someone spoke up and revealed to us that the music was a song that had been created to cause emotional sadness and heaviness. And everyone happened to have been feeling that sadness and emotional heaviness, some almost to the point of tears, but no one knew or understood, what was really happening. So at that point, someone finally turned the song off. And then there was a man with a demonic spirit who got upset, and he stood up asking why the song had been turned off. So after that man and with his demon ended up leaving because the music had been turned off. And so the spirits of heaviness and sadness were lifting up off of all the people who were in the sanctuary. So I share that dream to say this: it's time to wake up and stop being ignorant of the fact that for some of us, the music we listen to and also things that we watch have been destroying our lives. I've already been watching and sharing videos and creating content about guarding your eye gate and your ear gate by being mindful of what you watch and listen to on a regular basis, because our eyes and ears are two heavily and easily used portals, aka gateways, for Satan and his demonic spirits to enter into our minds and bodies. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, I'm going to break it down for you to help those who are completely just ignorant to what is going on. And then for those who just honestly don't quite get it and need more understanding, I'm going to break it down to try to make it easier to understand how this happens when we come back for the break. This is Stacey Mone't, and you're listening to Living Swell with Stacey Mone't on WDRB Media, the voice of the community. We are back, and thank you for tuning in to Living Swell with Stacey Mone't. I'm your host, Stacey Mone't Reagan, right here on WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. On the previous segment, I shared a dream that I had just last night pertaining to music. Me and a few people were sitting in what appeared to be the sanctuary of a church. There was this slow, soft, but dreadful song playing, but it didn't register to anyone that that song was demonic. And it turns out that someone revealed the song had been created to cause emotional heaviness and sadness, which everyone in that building was feeling. So then someone finally turned the song off. And then a man who appeared to have a demonic spirit stood up in anger. He was upset the song had been turned off, and he left because with the song having been turned off, those spirits of heaviness and sadness began to lift up off of the people in the sanctuary. So I wanted to break down how the music that we listen to affects us, how it allows spirits to enter our minds and bodies, and how it affects our minds, our attitudes, our behaviors, and the courses of our life. So just listen, hear me out. Attitudes and spirits of violence, anger, verbal and physical abuse, drugs, weapons, crime. Clearly, the types of music that inspire and welcome and usher in those evil spirits would be hip hop, and breaking down the hip hop to gangster rap, trap music, and then there's also your rock and roll. Spirits of depression, anxiety, suicide, discontent, anger, bitter, jealousy, envy, adultery, fornication, sexual perversion, sexual immorality, pornography can be welcomed in by listening to certain R&B music, blues, country, rock, pop, and hip hop. On another note, spirits of joy, peace, happiness, gratefulness, hope, love, empowerment, wisdom, grace, and mercy. Those are positive spirits of God that can be ushered into our minds and bodies by listening to Christian and gospel music. And if you think about it, it just makes sense. If you're not of age and married, you shouldn't be listening to songs about sex. If you're married or engaged and having issues in your relationships, you shouldn't be listening to Keisha Cole, K. Michelle, and the blues, or watching these various reality shows about relationships, because they plant negative thoughts and tendencies in your mind concerning yourself and your own relationships. If you're not of age, you're not married, you're listening to songs about sex, it's going to trigger your hormones and make you want to go and get intimate with somebody, thus leading to sexual sin. Music causes you to feel something, so pay attention to how certain songs make you think and feel. Ask yourself and just be mindful, does it hype you up? And in what sense does the music hype you up? Does it empower you to do something good or bad? Does it make you feel happy or sad or anxious, upset, hurt? Does it bring up good or bad memories? Does it give you hope, or does it make you feel hopeless and discouraged? And I want to challenge each and every one of you to listen to gospel, Christian, and inspirational music and shows only for one whole day, for 24 hours outside of sleeping, eliminate everything else and only listen to gospel music or Christian music or inspirational music and shows and broadcasts. And then pay attention while you're doing that. Pay attention to how you feel and how you think and how the course of your day goes. Then I want to hear from you. Email me or text me, sharing your answers and your feedback. I'm tired of seeing my people, and many of those I've grown to care a lot about, unhappy and unfulfilled. I want you to experience life and that more abundantly. And I want you to see what this peace that surpasses all understanding feels like, and how it feels to be resilient, because no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and because God is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him, and because all things work together for the good of them who love God and are called according to his purpose. I want that for everyone. So email me at anewdestinylc@gmail.com, or call me or text me at 336-543-0490. Or if you have my personal cell, you can text or call me at that number. And I want to know how this 24-hour challenge goes for you, especially if you do not have unshakable peace and joy in the midst of everything that is going on globally and what's going on in our own homes and communities. So that's all I've got for you today, guys. I'm passionate about this. It's been in my heart and my spirit for weeks, and I just feel led by the Holy Spirit to speak on it and enlighten those who need to know. This is Stacey Mone't on Living Swell with Stacey Mone't, right here on WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. Until next week, be blessed.
You are now tuned into Living Swell with Stacey Mone't.